forward, 6'10", number 21, Noah Clooney. At guard, 6'3", number 88, Nolan Traore. At guard, 6'8", number 8, Eagle Devin. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton. At forward, 6'10", number 17, Michael Porter Jr. Your Brooklyn Nets head coach, Jordi Fernandez. All right then, time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with McCollum, and it's Daniels in at the 3. And for the Nets, Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Traore is out there with Demon. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the bench. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
So guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
It is a new day. Thank you for the update, Shams. Johnson for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here are the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Porter against Daniel. Here's Traore. Pass to Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. First quarter, just over a minute played. And the rejection by Claxton. It's Porter outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Devin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And the first one drops. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
And so he makes both from the line. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Alexander Walker on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Here's Traore. Here's Clowney. And a missed layup.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's Brooklyn now, after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Traore. Axton a screen on McCollum. Pass to Demon. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Porter. And that one comes up a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Sinks the triple.
And how's that for an answer? Porter Jr. coming right back at the defense.
McCollum kicks to Johnson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Porter, no luck.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Nets trail by 12. Here's Traore. No scoring in this one. It's the Demon. Got a piece of it. Here's Kuminga. And finished off by Kuminga.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Traore. There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. That shot off. Here's Vincent. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. 1:04 left in the first. For three, Kispert. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Atlanta. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Reza Shea. Alexander Walker comes in for Kispert. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Vincent. To stop the run. And the Nets miss again. Atlanta leading by 19 points. Kuminga goes in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Landale. Still scoreless.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Atlanta's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from long range. Alexander Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hawks. It's stolen by Kuminga. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Atlanta, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
We've got Wilson. Saraf is out there with Zion Williams. Then it's Sharp, and it's Minot in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Mans checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu comes in for Jock Landale. And Kuminga's subbed in for Reza Shea. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Now, here's Okongwu. And Kuminga throws it down.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Williams. And it's in there.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's McCollum. He's got 7. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. It's the Nets now. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Start making some noise for your Brooklyn Nets. Team Hype.
Brooklyn making some changes. Brownie's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Wilson. Here's Traore, covered by Okongwu. Pass to Minot. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Minot's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's McCollum. Open jump shot off the mark.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Minot, covered by Okongwu. Pass to Traore. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. gets a good look, and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Porter against Kuminga. Here's Okongwu. It's despite the tough D.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Traore, good, great play by Williams to set it up. Traore's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets. Cullen passes to Kuminga. To the inside. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Pass to Clowney. Back to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions, and defensively, they need stops.
Here's Kuminga, following the bucket by the Nets. Alexander Walker on the wing. Traps in the tray. Alexander Walker's got 9.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Williams. Clock up 2 there. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for Team Heist.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Demon comes in for Zaire Williams. Zachary Rizachet's checked in for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels comes in for C.J. McCollum. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Okongwu. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Free throw good. Porter. Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
And Porter drops them both. No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it, it's just a matter of make or miss.
And he's just adept at scoring it in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Demon. Here's Clowney. Here's Traore. 6 points for him. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. On the wing, Johnson. inside, and Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
There's Porter with the three, drills it from outside. Porter's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And so it's Atlanta holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and tough, and we're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the small forward. The Hawks leading by 22. Here's McCollum. Misses in close.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Here's Traore, 6 points for him. There's Porter with the three. Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney, hands it from downtown.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Fires the three, and McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 10 points.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Here's Traore, pass to Demon. No good from outside. The Hawk shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
They recover it. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
3.
McCollum's got 5 assists tonight.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Porter inside. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Claxton to end the run. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Well, nice pass by Porter Jr., moving the ball with a purpose.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it. Guys?"
Thank you, Allie. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Johnson for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists now in the game. Out left to the wing. Pass to Demon. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Traore following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And a wide open look for Porter. And that time, also a missed shot.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 13. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Cullen passes to Alexander Walker. Shoots the 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
This one for 3. McCollum, no good. Fournette shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Traore, 8 points for him. Pass to Porter, shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Yes, it is. Score that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Now here's McCollum. 12 points for him. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Traore can't hit. Johnson left side. 3-pointer, and the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his 3-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
He gets it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Atlanta, able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Surratt is out there with Williams. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Sharp. And it's Minot in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And Sharp, no good on that one. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Riza Shea, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Riza Shea just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
First free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Newell's checked in. So he gets them both. Nets shooting about 42% so far. Here's Surratt. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Vincent. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Mann's checked in. In for the Nets.
Substitution.
And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gaze checked in. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuminga. Good on the three-point shot. Kuminga's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
For Atlanta, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Mann passes to Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy. Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Hield against Williams. Pass to Gay. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Coloco's checked in. And Newell subbed in for Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Minot. It's tipped. Pass to Porter. 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Here's Newell. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Ball stolen. Here's Koloko, defended by man.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Williams in the post, covered by Hield. Here's Claxton, and he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Nick Claxton. For Atlanta, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Hield with the bucket.
And that is what Hield does. And this guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Williams with a clean look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Pass to Porter. Here's Demon. Here's Carney. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Here's Okongwu. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Traoré. Another three for Brooklyn.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Clowney. Over in the corner, Claxton. Here's Traoré. 13 feet away. That one's not going to go. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Traoré. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.